Okay, class, now let us look at this one, profit and loss. So in this profit and loss, to find out the same thing here, to find out what is the retail price, R equals to C plus M. But in profit and loss, we will have C plus NP plus OE, whereby you have net profit and you have also your operating expenses. Okay, so your net profit plus operating expenses, dia adalah sama dengan markup. Cuma previously we learned about the markup, we did not separate it as what is our operating expenses and what is our net profit. So operating expenses ini adalah cost yang involve untuk kamu producekan satu barang, tapi dia tidak consider as a direct cost. Let's say for example, saya produce nasi lemak. Direct cost saya adalah nasi atau beras. Direct cost saya adalah minyak. Direct cost saya timun, kacang, apa lagi? Cili, apa lagi? Garam kah, ajinomoto kah, all of this is considered as my direct cost, whereby I use it to produce my nasi lemak. Okay, but what is operating expenses? So operating expenses, it is not your direct cost, but it is considered as indirect cost. Let's say for example, saya mesti perlukan elektrik untuk masakkan nasi saya, betul tak? So electric bill. The second one will be water. Okay, do you need water to produce your nasi lemak? Takkan kamu masak nasi tidak perlu gunakan air. Okay, then the third one, it might be your labor cost. Let's say for example, I spend 2 hours to produce my sambal. Okay, so that is considered as my indirect cost. Okay, so here it is very important to identify what is your operating expenses. So when you look at this question, how do you identify that? You should use R equals to C plus M, or you should use R equals to C plus MP plus OE. Okay, so to identify which formula to use is so easy. If the question ada cakap tentang operating expenses, so this formula you should use. Kalau soalan itu tidak ada cakap tentang operating expenses, so you just use the first formula. Okay, so here C is the cost, NP is the net profit. Okay, OE is operating expenses. Okay, so let us look at this question. A retailer bought a radio for 200. So the cost here is 200. Okay, so the cost here is 200 is your cost. Buying expenses amounting 20 ringgit. Buying expenses amounting 20 ringgit. Operating expenses were 20% on the cost. If the retailer made 25% net profit based on cost, find the retail price. Okay, so the cost of the product, the radio is 20 ringgit. But bear in mind that the buying expenses, contohlah saya beli barang dekat Shopee. Barang tersebut 200 ringgit, tapi shipping fee itu 20 ringgit. So how much is my cost? Okay, so my actual cost will be mesti tambah 20 ringgit kan? Macam kamu beli barang dekat Shopee. Okay, barang itu 5 ringgit, tapi shipping fee 20 ringgit. Jadi berapa cost dia? 25 ringgit. So the same thing as here, the actual cost is 220. Okay, then the operating expenses. Operating expenses here is 20% based on the cost price, which is 0.2 based on the cost. Okay, if the retailer want to make 25% based on cost, so net profit adalah 25% based on cost. Okay, find the retail price. So this question here, which formula you should use? Okay, so which formula you should use? Look at here, you have operating expenses, you have net profit. Okay, for sure you have to use this formula, C plus MP plus OE. Okay, so you can find what is your retail price. Then the second one, gross profit. Gross profit is actually MP plus OE. is actually your M here. Okay, and gross profit is your NP plus OE. Then the third one is your net profit here. Okay, break-even price, D here, break-even price. Okay, break-even price is equals to C plus OE. Okay, so break-even price C plus OE. Tak ada untung, tak ada rugi. Okay, tak ada untung, tak ada rugi. C plus OE. Then number E, maximum markdown that could be offered so that there is no profit or there is no loss. Maximum markdown. Okay, meaning to say that you can only sell pada harga break-even price. Tak ada untung, tak ada rugi. Okay, you can only sell. So here you have to cari what is your retail price, tolak dengan break-even price. Okay, so what is your markup? So normally markup here is actually your net profit. Okay, it's actually your net profit. Then F, net profit or loss if the retail price is 280. So you look at this one. If dia jual pada harga lebih daripada break-even price, if the sell more than break-even price, untung. Okay, if he sell less than break-even price, rugi. Okay, so you look at your break-even price. That's why break-even price is very, very important. Okay, so you look at the answer here. This one I tell you the actual cost is 220, right? Okay, so the retail price is C plus NP plus OE, so 319 ringgit. The gross profit is NP plus OE. Okay, the gross profit here is NP plus OE. Net profit is the net profit lah. This one. Break-even price is C plus OE. Tak ada untung, tak ada rugi. Okay. Maximum reduction of price, which is the retail price minus the break-even price. Okay. So maximum markdown, maximum reduction in price so that tak ada untung, tak ada rugi. You can only give a maximum of 55 ringgit. So normally maximum reduction in price is your net profit. Okay. Then here, kalau dia jual pada harga 280 ringgit, dia untung kah dia rugi? Okay. So here you all have to depends on the break-even price. Okay. So if the selling price is more than the break-even price, the selling price is more than break-even price, untung. Okay. Because the break-even price is 264. The selling pada 280 ringgit. Jadi dia dapat untung 16 ringgit. Okay. Kalau soalan itu cakap dia jual pada harga 200 ringgit sahaja, okay, you will get a rugi. Kamu akan dapat kerugian.